I 3D printed this Thor's hammer and I made a custom wooden base for it. I started off by printing the hammer at 50% of the actual size with a metallic blue PLA filament. I originally printed the handle at around 20% infill and I knew it wouldn't be strong enough and it eventually failed. The one you see here is printed at 30, but I think anything higher than 40 would have been optimal. These are all of the components and I assembled everything with some epoxy and some clamps. For the paint job, I started with a black spray paint and I hit it with a couple coats so that it would fill in the layers from the 3D printer. And then I switched over to metallic silver and hammered dark bronze for the handles. And then for some accents, I brushed on some acrylic bronze and some black. My favorite part of this whole project was making the wooden base. I started off with a simple piece of paper to start visualizing. I had a lot of really bad ideas on how to make this hammer sit at an angle before I arrived at this one. But I guess that's the fun part in the design process. I glued that paper onto some scrap pine and then I cut it out with the scroll saw. The scroll saw cut through the pine like butter, which was actually really satisfying. I went over to the sander to do some shaping. I was going for an organic look, so I didn't want the bevels to be rounded over equally. This is how I'm getting the hammer to sit at an angle. I cut some 45s into these pieces of pine and then I sketched a design on there and I cut it out with the scroll saw. And then I glued two of these pieces onto the base and it forms kind of like a wedge where the hammer can sit right in there. I wanted this to have an organic look, kind of like shattered rock or rubble. So I sketched out a rough design and then I came in with a rotary tool and I carved it out after. This part of the project was very satisfying because it gave it a very organic look. For the paint job, I hit it with a deep bronze spray paint, and then for the cracks, I brushed in some acrylic metallic paint. I think this looks pretty interesting, especially considering it's just pine. As a finishing touch, I added some blue felt to the bottom. I'm actually making these for my nephews and it's going to be a display piece in their rooms. I'm really pleased with how this project turned out. I got to play around with some different techniques, and as a maker, that's always fun. Thanks for watching. Namaste.